Okay. So while we waiting, just say your name, say what city you're in. If you're a mobile braider already, or if you're new. If you're already into this and you just want to get like, extra information, or if you haven't started yet. Also, let me know where y'all found me. Did y'all find me on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram?
My name's Tiffany Posey. I live in Fall River, Massachusetts, and I found you off of Instagram.
Okay. Wait, can y'all type it in the chat just so everybody won't be talking? But hey, Tiffany. I should have had some little waiting music. Maybe starting in 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'll introduce myself to y'all. I'm Alicia. I'm 24. I'm from Maryland, but I am now in Atlanta. And I've been mobile since 2020. Yeah, I've been braided since 2017, but I've been mobile since 2020. And I prefer being mobile. I really don't like salons. So that was one of the reasons why I became mobile. I just feel like it's too much in the salon. Like it's just too much going on. It's loud, and then I can't even make my own prices in there. Like I gotta pay. If I had a booth, I mean, what's it called? Those rooms? Is that a booth or a suite? If I had a suite, I would have to pay. It's just too much. Like I already got enough bills. Like I don't want to add that onto that. Oh, I'm missing y'all. Hold on, wait. I told y'all to put it in the chat, and I didn't even read it yet. I'm located in Atlanta. Okay, Detroit. You found me on Instagram. Okay, YouTube. Y'all, guess what? Fun fact. I got seen out, well, not seen, but like approached today, like, oh my God, I follow you. I mean, I'm one of your subscribers. I was like, oh my God, am I famous? I was I was too pressed. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, Gainesville. Oh, you been KJ videos? What's that? Wait, you said you knew about me before I became a braider? I've been braiding for 8 years. You found me on YouTube, Mariana. You found me on YouTube. Hey girl, thank you for subscribing. From Winnipeg, Canada. Found me on YouTube, Instagram. Who's Kiana J? Maybe I'm having a moment. So is anybody already a mobile braider? You found me on Instagram. Ebony is a mobile braider already. I mean, if y'all want, y'all can put y'all social medias and stuff in here for, you know, promo. You're interested in becoming one? Hold on. You were trying to go back to Atlanta. So you're from Atlanta and you moved somewhere and you were trying to come back? Honestly, like for some reason, when I go back home, That wasn't me. I don't know anybody named Kim. Maybe that was somebody that looked like me. But that's kind of what happens. Like when you try to go back home, sometimes people don't be messing with you. Like, wait, how you get a new braider? I just moved last month. You're interested? Oh, not list queens. I think I saw your either your like or your DM. So the key to going back home is if I could do home base, I would, but I don't really want to have people inside of my home. Like I kind of would rather go to people's home. I know that's backwards, but yeah. But the key to going back home is you gotta like, I don't know if you still have anybody's contact information, but you gotta send people messages and be like, hey, I'm coming back or whatever. I'll be here for this day. These styles are available. And give it like at least like a month. And then, go back that next month. You're from Miami. You went earlier this year to do Hunger, and people were asking me at that time. Yeah, one thing about people is they gonna talk. Send a deposit. That's all I care about. People gonna talk. People gonna DM you all day. But are they sending the funds? If they're not sending the funds, they're not serious. Yeah, when people decide to come to me, I do it in like one of my offices in my apartment building. But other than that, people can't come into my space. I was doing that at one point, but now, now I don't really. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like I just want my apartment to be for me. I was gonna rent a space, but think this is better because I have a full-time job as well. Oh yeah, this is way more flexible. And then if you're renting a spot, you're gonna have to pay, and you might not even be there that often, depending on, your clientele or your availability. Like that would just be a lot. He said he's only there for a day, so yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna talk all day, but they ain't sending the funds. By the start, y'all wouldn't believe how many people DM me asking for the link. I was like, oh my gosh, hold on. Yeah, it can really get ghetto. Like it really can. You want to make sure you set your boundaries. And that's one thing we're going to talk about because just because you're in somebody else's house, you're still giving them a service. Like they hired you, but you got to think of it like, okay, they need me to do their hair, so they can at least be like, okay, no smoking. This is like a professional service, no smoking. Y'all wouldn't believe how many times I had to say that. Like, y'all wouldn't believe just the other day, I got secondhand. Like, I don't even smoke. I was pissed. I was like, can you not do that? Like, it's on my policy. It's really uncomfortable because, like, just read my policy and just follow my policy. But some people just don't. I don't know what be going on. My man brought up bed, but I never thought about that. But I disinfect, I clean. I don't even get in my bed. I shower before I even get in my bed. Yeah, and I make sure I disinfect. I don't use the same I mean I use the same like tools, but I make sure I clean them. And if you have somebody who has like dirty hair, because being mobile, you can wash and blow dry, but who's about to be washing somebody's hair in they sink? Like, no. So, when I pull up, have your hair washed and blow dry. If their hair is still dirty and you can decline them. Like you don't have to do their hair. And if you want to do their hair, please throw away everything that you used. I just had to do that. No, for real. Like we're gonna talk about travel fees and all that stuff. You know how many people don't add their travel fee when they're like an hour away? I'm like, you gotta add the travel fee. I'm not pulling up on you and you what? How did you think you were gonna get away with that? All right, we about to start the presentation. Hey y'all. Yeah, I've done not dirty hair, I would say dry scalp. Dirty hair is when you just don't wash your hair is dirty. But some people suffer from dry scalp, and that's really nothing like that they can do about it. So I've done people's hair who their scalp might have been dry, but I still be like a little sketchy. Okay. Um, okay, let's get started. Hold on. Let me close this. Okay. I'm probably not gonna see who wants to come in here yet. I don't know how to work it. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side. Help. Help me. Hold on. All right, so like I said, my name is Alicia. I'm 24. I'm a mobile braider. I've been mobile since 2020. I started braiding in 2017, 2018. When I started off, I was pretty much just doing my own hair, and then people started to be like, oh, let me do your hair. I mean, can you do my hair? Who did your hair? And I just turned it into like a business. So, and I was taking it seriously. And now we here. And now I'm about to teach y'all some stuff. Okay. So what do mobile braiders do? Mobile braiders travel to their clients and create a luxury and unique experience. This process is meant to be relaxing and hassle-free for the client. The only thing they will have to do is literally wash and blow dry their hair. We pull up and let them get comfortable. If they want to come down in some pajamas, they want to get their coffee first or whatever. It's pretty much all about them. So we are giving a luxury service, and we need to make sure we're being professional and come prepared and ready to knock their hair out and just give them, get them cute. Why you should become a mobile braider. These are some of the reasons why I became a mobile braider, and y'all might have your own reasons. Leave some in the chat if you already are a mobile braider. Why did you become a mobile braider? So my reasons was I got to keep most of my earnings. Y'all know y'all don't have to pay no chair fee, no booth rent, suite, nothing. You don't have to pay anything. My screen is frozen. Hold on. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reshare it. Hold on, why does it say I'm muted? Y'all, please bear with me. I'm new to this. Y'all can hear me, right? Okay, let's see. Share. All right, y'all can see? Okay, and y'all can hear me. I'm gonna go back to the first one because I worked hard on this. Y'all gonna see this whole slideshow. That was the intro. That was the first one. Okay, y'all see some of my clients are there. This was the first slide, and then we're here. So, like I said, you don't have to pay chair or booth rent, which I love. Very, very cost efficient. The only thing I do is I provide everything, the products and the hair. That's the only thing you have to pay for, but you should be charging that in your price anyway. So yes. It doesn't get repetitive for me because when I did work at a salon, I noticed that I was getting bored very easily. I'm gonna answer y'all questions at the end. Let me put that off to the side so don't distract me. But yeah, I used to get really bored and I would just hate it. And I would be like, why do I not like this? But I realized it was because I was doing the same thing every day. Like, and then I'm just not really good with a schedule like that I have not made for myself. So it doesn't get repetitive. I get to go to so many different places and meet so many different people and be in so many different environments. And I really just enjoy it. Like, it's fun. It keeps me awake. Yeah. You create your own lane because a lot of people have not heard of mobile braiding. So when they book you, they're like, oh wow, I've never experienced this. You can give somebody, which is the last one, you can give somebody an amazing experience. A lot of people have told me that their experience with me being their braider is very healing. It's like therapy. Like when people get to just relax and be in their home, people get very vulnerable when you become the therapist, and that can be very healing for some people. So this is why I enjoy being a mobile braider. Where'd my mouse go? Okay. Okay, so the required supplies, none of the, okay, this is everything that you need. Like this is required. Um, I recommend to provide the hair just because like you don't want to put your clients through that search for the hair when you can literally just go get it in the beginning of the week for your clients for the week. You want to make sure you have a time frame where clients can book. So somebody can book at midnight and say, I want my hair done tomorrow at 8 a.m. And then you're like, oh, how am I going to get the hair? And then, so you need to set on your booking link time frames where people can book. And mine is like a 24-hour. You cannot book 24 hours. You can't text me today and then get your hair done tomorrow. That just is not how it works for me. You need braiding gels. These are some of the braiding gels that I like. The one on the bottom, I can't really see it right now, but what is that? Can't think of the name. The one on the bottom is 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. It works for most hair textures, but it does leave a white residue, but you got to kind of, yeah, lock and twist. Yeah. You got to know how to work with it with certain hair types because it will turn white. Another thing that's not on here that you will need is, well, you don't need this, but I offer a steam treatment. So I just got like a steamer off of Amazon, and that just kind of brings up the quality. That just kind of adds to the quality of the service. The one up top, I think that's Neat Braid. It's also really good. It's a little bit looser than the lock one, but it still does the job. Like as long as you braid it tight, you're good. So combs, of course, clips. So the towels, I used to provide towel, but I don't do that anymore because I would have to like wash it, keep washing it, and then if I forget to wash it, I'll be like, oh, okay, do you have a towel? So I just make sure that they just use their own towel, and it's a lot more sanitary. You do need a kettle. That's we don't do the pot on the stove no more. I don't know if any of y'all still doing that, but we don't do that no more. So kettle definitely comes in handy because it will heat up the water in like 10 minutes. And you could be on the last braid. Right before you get to last braid, go heat up the water, finish the braid, do all the finishing touches, and then dip it in a being time efficient. So the hair that I use is this free tress hair that y'all see at the bottom. That's my favorite kind. So it comes in, I think, 3 different lengths. This one is the shortest one, 18-inch. I use that for like mid back. And then they have like a 36-inch that's like lower back butt length. Yeah, I think. Oh, and then they have like an extra long one, but I don't want to buy that because the longer the hair, the smaller the bundle, and you're basically spending more money and not getting as much hair. But next is the travel suitcase, which I got from Amazon. It's really like a makeup suitcase, a traveling makeup suitcase. And it has all of the compartments in there that you need. And it's just really convenient, especially if you're in somebody's house who going to a client who lives in an apartment. If you got to go up steps, like it's really convenient, and you get to keep everything in that one place. Yeah, so I really love my travel bag. Like I want a new one. My travel suitcase, because it has really helped with just transporting everything. I use a stool. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm short. I'm 4'11". And in order for me to get the top of somebody's head, even like I might pull up to somebody's house and they have bar stools only. So now I got to work with the bar stool, and now I'm on my step stool because I can't reach the top of your head. Or sometimes even when you're sitting down, I like to get a good angle. So that's why I use my step stool. This is also optional, but a foot mat. They have these, like the kitchen mats, for people who stand up for a long time in the kitchen cooking. I would recommend that, because at 24, I feel like I'm gonna have some type of arthritis in my ankles or something. Because get some good shoes along with a foot mat. A travel chair is also optional. They're a little pricey. I think they're like $200 to $300 for a travel chair, but all of this stuff you can get off Amazon. I have an Amazon storefront at the bottom of the screen if y'all wanted to take a little second to copy that. But I have all of this stuff on there, except for, no, I do have a travel chair on there. Yeah, I have all of that stuff on my Amazon storefront. So if you want to take a little minute, write it down, copy, paste, whatever. Where's my cat? It's somewhere. Oh, he's laying on my bed, staring at me. Okay. So these are some required qualities that you have to have in order to be a mobile braider. Like you have to have patience, the ability to mold to any environment. You have to be a self-starter. You have to be prompt, and you have to have great customer service skills. One thing y'all know, people really have a thing for hating braiders because of customer service and pricing and all that good stuff. So you want to make sure that you are providing the best customer service and making these services, these braid sessions, because they're long, as stress-free for the client as possible. So you have to have patience. You're going to pull up to people's houses, and their houses might be loud. It might be a lot of people there. They might have kids. You have to be patient. You have to work with people. You have to be understanding of other people's situations, or, because a lot of times people come into the mobile braider life because they can't get to a salon. So you never know people's situations. You have to be able to mold to anybody's environment. I'm not saying sit up there and stand and braid in 78 degrees in the house. Like that's when I'll be like, okay, can we turn the AC down? Like it's scorching. Like I'm sweating. I didn't even start your hair yet. All I did was separate the hair and I'm sweating. Like, yeah, you have to be a self-starter, because nobody's going to wake you up. Nobody's going to tell you to make that promo. Nobody's going to tell you to get up on time. You're your own boss and you control everything. This is your business. So you got to be a self-starter. You got to be prompt. You got to be on time. I always pull up 10 to 15 minutes, most of the time, 10 to 15 minutes before people's appointment, because say they book at 10 a.m., I want to be starting at 10 a.m. So yeah, you need to make sure you're, using your time wisely. Somebody's 20 minutes away and their appointment's at 10 a.m., I leave my house at 9. And if I get there at 9:30, I'll sit there and wait till like 9:45 and I'll be like, okay, I'm outside. I also have it in my policy that I will be pulling up early, about 15 minutes early, just so people can be prepared. And honestly, in that time where you get there early, people can be still blow drying their hair or whatever. That's fine because I'm there to prep. I'm not there to start until 10 a.m. So that actually saves a lot of time. So definitely want to do that. So if you don't have a booking link, you definitely need a booking link. That's like number one, most important, because how are people going to book with you? We can't do the DM to book thing. Like, we want to be as professional as possible because people will respect you more, when you show a certain level of professionalism. So here's an example of my booking link. Y'all can see I have my comfort policy, my hair prep, deposits, travel fee. You want to get into as much detail as possible. I also have my number on there for people to call. This is a little side note, but you might want to get a business number. What's this app called? I use this app called Sideline, and it's not free, but people can call and text you on that number. It's like $17 a month, if that. But don't give out your personal number because then you're gonna be like, oh my God, like people keep texting me, people keep calling me. Like, you can turn that off if you want. So you want to make sure you're setting rules for your clients. State the consequences that follow if the rules are broken. I said, if the rules are broke, girl, don't have too many rules, but stand on your policy. So when it comes to rules, I don't really have many rules. You know how some people like, if 15 minutes late, like how's the appointment gonna be 15 minutes late when I'm the one pulling up? Like, you know what I mean? And if I pull up to a client and they're still like blow drying and they're not ready and they're taking forever, I mean, sometimes you just gotta take an L, unless it's just like disrespectful, like, okay, I've been waiting here but for the most part, I'm very understanding of people's situations. Like, it's okay to be a little behind, but not crazy. You know what I mean? So I have a policy to where if I pull up and I'm waiting for you after like 15 minutes, I'm leaving. If I pull up and you're not there, I'm going home. If I'm texting you and you're not available and it's like your appointment's about to start, I'm not coming. Like, yeah. So have some rules, set some boundaries. That goes for like the smoking, whatever you don't want people to do while they're getting their hair done, you have all rights to let people know. So don't be afraid to speak up about that. I've had people full on, roll up, passing but I didn't say anything because I don't know why I didn't say anything, but this was like way before. That's literally the reason why I made this policy, because it gets crazy. Blowing smoke in my face. Like, I don't even smoke. I'm getting secondhand. It's just too much. That is like a comfort policy. If you prefer, I wouldn't say going to somebody's house saying, oh, y'all gotta have y'all thermostat on 72 and all that stuff. Like, let the person still be comfortable, but still let them know that you want to be comfortable as well. So as far as like a travel fee, set your travel fee for clients that are outside of range. So for the clients that are inside of range, so if anybody lives in Georgia or Atlanta, you'll know, okay, so I live in Atlanta. So everybody in Atlanta, they don't get a travel fee. They really do, but it's included in the price. So people who are outside of that boundary, like an hour away, what's a far place? Like Jonesboro, is that? Yeah, they will pay a travel fee. And your travel fee can be set at whatever you think it's worth. You have to include your gas, your maintenance. Don't go crazy though. Like, don't just be charging people crazy numbers, but you want to include all of that stuff. I need to get gas. I need to get air in my tank. I need to get my car washed. Like, at the end of the week, if I have to spend $50 on gas, will I be digging into my own pockets, or is it paid for? So, yeah. And then also make people pay for convenience. That is a luxury to have somebody come to you. So don't be afraid to charge for that. And honestly, I used to be charging like $30, and then I realized I just drove an hour before I braid for 6 hours, and I only got $30. So just do whatever you think is worth, but don't be charging people crazy numbers. So yeah, the booking link and deposit. Your booking link should cover every frequently asked question. So how much do you charge? What state are you in? What's your travel fee, your availability, all of that. Your link should include policies in detail, rules, deposits, schedule, pricing, pictures, and descriptions. We don't want people DMing you asking, when are you available? And they really have to go on your DM. They should have to go to your booking link to get that answer. Your deposit should be an amount that people will not want to lose and will secure you if they decide to cancel. I charge 50%, and I have no shame, because you either gonna pay full or you're not serious. So 50% deposit, you're getting the quality is guaranteed. You just want to make sure you're secure if somebody decides to cancel or keep pushing the time back or just play with your time. You want to make sure you're taken care of first. Deposit should be non-refundable unless you have to professionally cancel for unseen reasons. I probably canceled like twice, and I can't even think of a reason. I think one girl was like kept pushing her time back, and of course that's not my fault. That's not my problem, but it was getting late. It was like 8 p.m. I was like, you think I'm about to pull up and braid your hair at 8 p.m.? No, ma'am. It's not my fault. Your flight got, delayed or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that happens where it's things that's out of our control. But yeah, you still want to make sure you're good at the end of the day. What to expect? You can expect so many different people being a mobile braider. Pregnant women, disabled clients, people working from home, family or friends, loud kids, dirty houses, low lit houses, hot or cold houses. You have to be able to mold to any environment. So you need to make sure you are bringing the proper clothes, bringing extra clothes, extra equipment if you need to, like lighting, just to make sure you are getting the best quality. You're comfortable. You can provide the service to your best ability. You want to be comfortable. Bring a portable fan. I would bring a fan, because sometimes, like I said, I've pulled up at people's house be 78 degrees, and I'd be like, why? I've pulled up and people have no windows. I'm like, we got one little light in here. This is not gonna do it. I got bad eyes, y'all. I really can't see. So I be having to bring my own light in and all that, especially for, when I create my content, I gotta make sure it's good lighting in there. And if this is a regular and you know how whatever temperature they keep their house on, make sure you come prepared. Like, if their house is hot, make sure you wear a little crop top, whatever, some shorts. Do what you gotta do. So the reality of being a mobile braider, it's not gonna always be easy. You will not feel like getting up all the time. It's gonna be draining. You're gonna be in pain. Your back is gonna hurt. Your hands are gonna hurt. But you have to take care of yourself. You have to create your schedule in a way to where you feel like your work is, paying off. You don't want to overwork yourself and then at the end of the day have $100. Like, you don't want to do that. So make sure your pricing, availability, and everything is to what you prefer. You can't please. One thing I had to learn is you can't please everybody, but don't. Can I talk? Don't get discouraged if your client has a complaint or wants a refund. There's ways for clients to get their money back. You know, if you know you messed up on somebody's hair, whatever, just refund them. You know, it's okay. Another client will come and water under the bridge. So complete every style to your best ability and accommodate the clients if necessary. But don't let people bend or break your rules. Please stand on your rules because this is not a regular braiding service. This is our lives are at risk when we go to people's houses. So you want to make sure you are, you know, handling everything and making everything mold to what you want and what you want to do. But yeah, thank y'all for listening. I'm gonna be taking some questions now. So y'all can just send whatever questions y'all have. Please, only mobile braiding questions, not questions about how to do a knotless braid. Yeah, don't ask me stuff about braiding. I mean, like how the technique of braiding, just mobile braiding questions. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram if you don't at the Braid Palace, TikTok at Alicia Balaam, and YouTube at Alicia Balaam. Yeah. Do I have a vendor for braiding hair? No. I get my braiding hair from the beauty supply store, but I do recommend people to get like a vendor if you're braiding, you know, every day and you spending, well, technically your clients are paying for it, but you want to make sure you're doing things that make sense. Getting a vendor is a really good idea, but I have a membership with my beauty supply store, so I get money back, which is great. Cause they be like, "Oh, you got $10. You want to use it?" Um, what kind of lighting do you use? I use photography lighting. So if you go on Amazon, let me see if I could pull up a picture. But if you go on Amazon and type in photography lighting, it will literally come up. Uh, let me see. And I'm not talking about like soft boxes or anything. So something like this. Oh, wait. That type of lighting. I use those. I don't use ring lights because they don't really give me the quality that I like. So along with that, I use a tripod to hold my phone up. And you want to get at least two lights because you want to have even lighting. Maybe even three. So one right here, and then one over top of the phone, holding it like that. We want to make sure the lighting is even to get that good quality. What kind of mousse do you use? I forgot the name. Hold on. Let me just type in mousse on Amazon and see what come up. See if I see it. If I don't see it in 10 seconds, I can't tell you. It's in a silver bottle. Does anybody know that mousse? It's in a silver bottle and then it has like the letters going down like that. And they have one for relaxed hair and curly hair and straight hair. I can't find it, but it's in a silver, like metallic type of bottle. But you can pretty much use any mousse as long as like, but you have to test certain ones out because some of them are really thin, like watery, and then some of them are good. Have you ever had a client request a style you weren't sure you could do? Yeah, sometimes I say I just can't do it, but sometimes they don't care. Like if you, the key is just to tell them straight up, like, yes, I think yeah, Vigorol oil, olive oil. Yes, that's the one I use. But sometimes you just got to be honest and be like, yeah, I can't do this style. And if they like, girl, I don't care, just come do my hair. I'm like, you sure about that? Like, okay. And if you halfway through the head and you still don't like it, be honest. Like, just say this is not it. I've had to do that. This style is not. It looks horrible. Like you got to tell people sometimes. Just be honest. They'll respect that. When you started, how did you get clientele? Well, when I first came to Atlanta, I was kind of like, okay, when I first started, I was doing my own hair and people just started to be like, can you do my hair? And that's kind of how it started. I would say the best way to get clientele is word of mouth. So if you want to go to the mall and hand out business cards, you got to kind of be social when you're starting off. But recently I've just been on social media. Yeah, recently I've just been on social media and making my content and posting every day, like consistently. Um, but yeah, definitely do some model hairstyles for people, and you know, you gotta really get it out the mud when you start, and like you have to really get people's attention. You want to try new styles, create new styles, things you've never seen before, give out um model styles for like a cheaper price just to get people to see you and get your name out there. And you do want to post daily, like not no pictures. Don't be posting pictures now. Post some reels, post some videos, post some shorts. Like that's what gets people. Nobody really goes on Instagram and all this stuff to see pictures anymore. So yeah. Because I only do certain styles. So if they want something I do, I just say exactly. So I do certain styles. This is what I can do. So if you want something else, I'm gonna just tell you like I can't do this, and they can choose another style that you do offer, or they can choose somebody else, and that's okay. That's all good. Because who wants to be like trying to figure out how to do a style? I see you, Tiffany. Thank you. Great advice and tips as well. Oh, that's a great spirit. Thank you for giving me. Girl, no problem. We could do this. Tips on what content you post daily when you only get a client per week. I'm a student, second part job. Oh, it's my second part job. I never heard anybody say second part job. But so what you want to do is you can get one client a week, but you need to make like 5 different videos off that one client. So you want to make short form videos. You could record a how-to video, like a long form video on YouTube, maybe like 10 minutes, just like braid with me video. Short form could be like, you know how people are using sounds, you can use sounds. You need to take advantage of that one client and make as much content as possible. You're struggling with prices. How are you struggling with prices? What do you mean? Like how you should price your styles? When it comes to pricing, okay, so how you should price your styles. I'm running out of air. So you should price your styles based on, for one, the quality of your work. You do want to be realistic with yourself and be like, okay, are my braids worth $500 right now? If they're not, that's okay. You will get to that point where you can charge $500 for braids and people will pay it. You also want to look at how long it takes you to do the style. So you want to pay yourself at least like $75 to $100 per hour. So let's just do the math real quick. So once you get like, more, faster, I think small knotless might take 6 hours, but it's also depending on what small is to you because everybody's sizing is different. So let's just say you charge $75 per hour for small knotless, and that's 550. I mean, sorry, 450. So along with that, that's the service price. You want to charge for gas, like I said, travel fee, the length. You want to just bring everything into consideration when you're coming up with your pricing because you don't want to get the short end. If you don't feel comfortable charging that much, then like I say, you can work up to that point. but you want to make sure you're being realistic with yourself. Look at the quality of your work, the time it's taken, how you feel at the end of your sessions. Because if you're like broke down and busted for braiding for 5 hours, you have to be like, okay, I need to charge more. Or if you're realizing that you don't have a lot of free time, you're like, okay, I need to work less and charge more. You just want to. Also, you can look at other braiders who might be like on the same level as you, or your braiding skill, and say, okay, they're charging $250 for this. I should probably charge around that much. So it's gonna slap you in the face, because you gotta be real with yourself. Be like, hold on. I'm either really, really, really good and I can charge $500, or I need a little bit of work and I can only charge $250 for this. So, any more questions? And did I miss anything? Okay. You said I went to a refresher course and did large knotless on my daughter. She said start at 200. I was surprised because I pay 100. You pay $100 for large knotless. Is she a beginner? Is the hair provided? There's a lot of things. I don't know. I really don't understand their pricing. Like, I don't understand why. Because not only are they, I don't know if they provide the hair, but they have to pay overhead. So yeah, my large knotless are like 230, and that's without like a travel fee, but they're butt length, but I also work super fast. So I'm charging for my time, my skill, all of that. Thank you for hosting this for free. No problem. I be want to give back a little bit, like, y'all help me. Y'all been supporting me. Y'all been liking my stuff. So I was just like, let me give them some free game. If you're not in my Discord, I do have a Discord. I was going to type it in the chat, but I don't even know how to. Oh, okay. This is my Discord name. It's literally just my Instagram name. So join my Discord. I don't really say too much in there right now, but the more people come, the more questions that we'll get and the more interactions you'll get. A Discord is basically like a big group chat. It's an app you can download. It's just called Discord, and you'll type in my name and you'll see everybody who's a part of, I guess, my community. So yeah. Any more questions? Oh, I missed a question. How do you factor in the pricing for the braid gel in your price? So I pay, it really depends on what type of braid gel you use. If y'all know that lock, what's it called? Lock and twist is like 20 something dollars, like $23. So you can literally add. So how many heads do you do that's gonna require you to use that entire bottle? So you could charge like $4 extra per head. I would say that lock gel probably lasts me like 4 clients. So you would kind of split it up that way. Yeah, it's expensive, but I'm gonna be dropping my own gel soon. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, the black jar, black and red. But yeah, it's always some ones like $25. Yeah, it's expensive, but I mean, if y'all want to see some cheap alternatives, I can show y'all. It really works though. Like, I like it. I just don't like the fact, like, it's really thick. I just don't like the fact that it flakes. But I'm gonna show y'all some alternatives. What do I be using? I found like a new. Thank you. Let me show y'all this braiding gel that I used. They upgraded the formula, and this stuff is, I love it. So if y'all ever see this, if y'all haven't tried this, it's like orange. Go get it. Like for real. I love it. So I use that. But be careful because there's different ones. So before they upgraded their formula, it was like it sucked. So make sure you get the one that says extreme hold. It is really thick. Like it's thick, but it's like it's not too thick. That's pretty much the one I'm using right now. And they came out, what's that? They came out with a black jar that is a little bit thinner. It's like for retwist. Yeah. Travel fee included in price. Wait, in the final price or separate? Um, I have it on my booking link to where they have to add their travel fee if they're outside of a certain boundary because I don't know where they live. So if they live, I live in Atlanta and they live in Duluth, they definitely have to add that travel fee. So if you also have to add your address so I can check where you live before I go, of course. So I'll see if, what is my cat doing? I'll see if, where they live. I'll see where they live before I pull up. And if they didn't add their trophy, I'm like, hold on, you an hour away. Hold on. You're not getting away with this. Excuse me. God bless me. Thank you. God bless you too. There's a kind called Even New York white bottle. It works well with parting. I might try that. I'm all for trying new gels. So if y'all have like any if y'all have like any suggestions on gels or anything that y'all have tried, let me know. Cause I look, this is a flex, y'all. I can pretty much work with all gels at this point, but I still have my preferences. Smart things. What's your website? Do you mean my booking link? How did you find me? I don't know my booking link by heart. Let me see. Because if you find me on Instagram, it's in my Instagram bio. I think it's the braid palace dot me dot, I don't know. I didn't make the thing. Let me see, book now. So it's the braid palace dot as dot me. It's weird. Yours is through Square. I use Acuity. Is that what you meant? Like what website do I use? I use Acuity to make my booking link. Okay. Yeah, I use Acuity. Neat Braid. Yes, I definitely tried Neat Braid and Braid and Locks. I don't know. I haven't tried that one, but I do like Neat Braid. It's a little like shiny though, right? Could you expand on the model style thing? So when I was like trying to get clientele in Atlanta when I first moved here, I would offer styles for really cheap. Like I would do large knotless for like $100, hair provided. And I would make a post and say, I need a model for this style, very discounted. And then people would DM you and then you tell them the price. And yeah, but you can only do that for a certain period of time because you don't want people to look at you as like the discount breeder. Then people are going to keep expecting it. Mm-mm. Yes, Neat Braid is dope. And Acuity is dope. I love Acuity. Yeah. So I definitely encourage people to do like model styles because this is where your marketing skills have to come in. People will feel important if you say model, I need a model, instead of like, oh, I need somebody to do this style on. Like, no, I need a model for this style at a discounted price. Some rules I have for my model, yes, they try to get over. you have to make sure you set your rules. Some rules are you have to make sure you're only showing a style that you're willing to do for this kind of price. Like you cannot do, I don't recommend nobody do no small outlets for $100. You said you tried and they did not mark it on their page. It's not really for them to market though, it's for you to have content if you don't have that many clients. I'm starting to feel a little sick. I was about to do a hair for free the first time I pressed it. I don't care if you are just starting off. You need to charge at least $100 because, or like $75 because that still takes, especially when you're starting off, that's gonna take hours. Like you're gonna be like, dang, I did this for $20 for free. At least y'all know. She said never. Y'all know. You will regret it. Yes. Please do not do anything for free. I've done that one time, but I was way more established and I just wanted to do it. Like it wasn't like, gotta do this style. Like, no, I wanted to do it. So I was like, oh yeah, do it for free. But then you only do things for free when you really, for one, don't need the money, or for two, just have free time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Friends hair for free. Most of the time your friend gonna want to pay you, but I don't know. Or y'all could do like service for service, but you gotta make it worth your time. Don't do anything under $100 for sure. Nothing on your booking link should be under $100. Nothing under your booking link should even really be under 150, 175. But like I said, it depends on how long you've been braiding. You said I was thinking about building clientele, but after doing my daughter hair for a class, I wanted to change. You want to charge her? No, for real. I don't even do my own hair because I'm like, am I paying myself? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm about to sit up here and braid my hair for 7 hours. It's going to take me that long to do my own hair. And at the end of it, all I get is a cute hairstyle. No money. Pay myself. Making prices is very difficult for me. And I started making prices. Seems like I had more clients then. Then I started making prices. Yeah, you have to definitely be professional with your booking link. Have all of your prices set. Honestly, however much you charge depends on the type of clients that you will attract. I did my friends. Oh, so okay. Depends on. Yeah, she would definitely learn your lesson. Yeah. It'd be the feet for me too, girl. Get you some good shoes. I have a bad habit of working in slides, but that's where I'm most comfortable. I don't really like to wear shoes because those be making my feet too hurt too, but yeah. I provide some lock and natural styles. Also, do you still recommend no price? I mean, if you provide lock and natural, I can't tell you the pricing on that. I really don't know. I never did that. So, I mean, I did used to do lock retwists for like $75, $80, but I haven't done that in so long, so I can't really tell you how to price on that. Yeah. And make sure, just whatever you do, make sure you're charging depending on people's length. You got, oh, Birkenstocks. Are those really comfortable though? Like they kind of flat. It's a size don't be supported. Yeah, she's braiding. In Massachusetts, Rhode Island, we don't need a license to braid. Yeah, you don't need a license to braid everywhere. Like you don't need a license to braid in Atlanta or Maryland, but I'm not sure about any other state. Depending on the client and the repair they may need for the retwist, yes. It really just depends. So, any more questions? Whew, y'all is asking a lot. I need a breather and a drink. Wait, you didn't want to ask what? Yeah. Give yourself time to raise prices because you want to make sure your quality matches up with your price that you're charging. Oh yeah. It depends on where you are. You can literally just go on Google and see if a license is required for your state. Yeah, I have a oh, you said did you talk about how you transported your items? Yes. I have a travel suitcase that I got from Amazon for about $85. I got this not the smallest one, but it's pretty compact. Like it's not too big. I'm really small, so I need yeah, just go on Amazon and type in travel suitcase. No, type in travel makeup suitcase. Let me see what comes up when I type in that. Somebody's camera's on. Please, please be closed. You don't want to see nothing. Please be careful. Make sure you watching your camera. Okay. So yeah, if you type in makeup travel suitcase, it'll come up. Yeah, I have a pink one. But any more questions? It's okay. I would just like make sure you good. Make sure you good on that side. But okay. If you have any questions, like I say, you can join my Discord. I'm gonna type it in here one more time. It's my Instagram name. But we're about to end this. Thank you guys for joining. This is only my second webinar. I'm really not good at talking that much. Like, you know, I talk to a camera all day, but this is kind of weird because y'all can see me. How are you able to keep all the pictures? Girl, I'll be deleting stuff. What made me become a braider? Uh, I started doing my own hair and then people wanted me to do their own hair. But we're gonna end it. Please ask your questions if you have any more in the Discord. Just download the Discord app and yeah. All right. Bye y'all. Thank you so much for joining. I see y'all on Instagram or YouTube or something. Bye.